Hey Aries, we are going to do your monthly reading for December 2020. And this is a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This is a general reading, so it might not resonate for every single person every single time. Energies can be transferable, so keep that in mind when you hear these messages. Alright, Aries, let's go ahead and start with your signifier. Aries energy right now. We have the Knight of Swords. I feel like when I was shuffling, you might be in a energy of feeling like maybe you have to defend yourself or rush for communication. You might not be feeling all that well, but I feel like you're rushing in to defend yourself or trying to look for some kind of inner knowing to rebuild your confidence. Some inner knowing to rebuild your confidence right now. I feel like you're not trying to settle for whatever energy you're in right now. It just doesn't feel like you. I'm going to pull one more for your signifier. Aries. Aries current energy, please. You also might be involved with a earth sign or an air sign, but I don't really feel that right now. Just for some of you. Okay, yeah, you're having a wake-up call. I feel like you're having a wake-up call to move away from a certain energy and go charging in with your inner knowing and gain more inner knowing, gain more knowledge and confidence. Communicate yourself. I feel like someone is communicating with, maybe someone is rushing in with communication for some kind of new offer of stability. For some of you, I'm getting a couple different stories right now, but this is your signifying energy, so this is you, and I feel like you're going through a wake-up call where you're like, nope, I want to be my confident self again. I want to feel comfortable. I'm going towards my inner knowing again, and I'm going to rebuild this the right way this time. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at your past, present, future, Aries, real quick before we move into your main spread. Yeah, you have a lot of sword energy in your current energies. We got a lot of swords, so maybe you are with an air sign, or you know, you're just in that energy where you're like not taking any shit. You're trying to find that inner knowing and that clarity. You're not trying to take anything foggy, like in your recent past. So in your recent past, we have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, which is like a wish come true, but it also means a little bit of contentment. Like feeling a little bit too content. Like it's good to feel comfortable. It's good to feel like, wow, I'm in a good place. But that does kind of make us feel like we're not pushing towards growth, or we're not pushing towards, you know, whatever. And Aries has to push towards something. So, and then in your future we have transformation. So let's go ahead and clarify these so we can get in a little bit deeper before we start your December spread here. Clarify this past, present, future energy for Aries, please. Oh, yeah. Okay, so your recent past, you might have been feeling eager about something. A reconnection with your emotional contentment. I feel like you reconnected with a lot of like inner youth, and I feel like you let yourself play a little bit in your recent past. Feel content. bewildered by life and bewildered by yourself. Just feel comfortable in where, you know, living in the now. Be here now type energy. Let's get one more for your recent past. Really, really reconnect, like, with yourself, it seems like. Playing with yourself, like, not in a dirty way, I mean, maybe, but... yeah, you were coming out of a feeling of being left out in the cold. You're like, oh, no, I'm beyond that. I'm beyond that pain. I'm beyond that suffering. Look at what I have. Like with these people, they have a blanket, you know. They might not have shoes, but they have clothes. I think like you took the time to be appreciative for what you had, and it accumulated more and took you out of this feeling of maybe abandonment or loss or like lack mindset. I feel like you just went the right direction and transmuted that energy. So for your current present energy, we have the messenger of air and aloneness, which is kind of like the hermit energy. You're really, really moving towards clarity, you might be having an awakening for some of you, which is awesome. And, you know, it's not always awesome. You know, sometimes the hermit can feel a little bit depressed. Sometimes it feels a little bit dark. And sometimes all of that information can weigh heavily on you, you know. But there's so much comfort to be found in knowing. There's so much confidence to be found in knowing, especially inner knowing and clarity. And, you know, I feel like you're communicating your need to step away. You're communicating, you know, to your family, to your loved ones. I feel like you're communicating and expressing yourself and your needs right now. Or you need to. One more for Aries, present energy. The Fool in reverse. One more for that Fool. Kind of feel like, yeah. So don't be apprehensive or don't doubt yourself. As long as you're building this, because your current energy is the Knight of Swords, yes, that rushing energy, but it's also the Knight of Pentacles, right? So I feel like as long as you keep that slow and steady pace, like that turtle in the hair, there's no need to like feel like you can't step out or feel like a lack of confidence or a need to, you know, as long as you're building it in that pentacle energy, that solid, you know, spell everything out, cross your T's, dot your I's type of energies, you know, filling out all of your paperwork, doing all of that, there's no need to be, you know, I feel like there is also another energy where maybe people are coming at you with offers that you're not really trying to go for at the moment. Let's see. I feel like Spirit's definitely telling you to trust yourself and trust the love and community around you. I feel like if you're not guided by some kind of sense or have like a strong sense of community, you have a huge support system in other dimensions or in the spiritual realm. Because you see how this pink underneath this person, it's all of that love and all of that hot air and all of that is keeping this person afloat, and it's like complete trust. This person's arms are wide open, so their heart chakra is completely open, and they are completely open to all of that love, and they are completely receptive and able to, like, you know, just trust. And I feel like this is also to trust yourself, trust your rebuilding of self right now, and the knowledge that you're finding. I feel like you're receiving so much information that a little bit of doubt might be coming in there, you know, filtering in through there. just try to be discerning of what you're allowing yourself to believe and identify with. So for your future energy, we have transformation and courage. So in your future energy for December, you're going to have this, I feel like a lot of you are going through awakenings where you're transforming into this beautiful being, where you're remembering your beginner spark, whatever that means for you. Something, maybe you wanted to be a teacher as a kid, or you wanted to be an artist as a kid, and you're going to start doing that, and it's going to take a lot of courage because you spent so much time between a rock and a hard place, and finally you're starting to feel yourself sprout from between that and feel your chance to feel free to bloom. Feeling the freedom to bloom, the freedom to expand and be yourself, maybe. Go back to your root, your true self. Lots of, you're going to regain your confidence. I feel like regain a lot of creative ideas and passions, and heal a lot of shadows. A lot of things that were unknown to you are going to be known. And even when things are going to be unknown, they're going to intrigue you, not put you in a fearful state. Instead of saying, I'm nervous or I'm afraid, you're going to start saying, oh, I'm excited or I'm intrigued. And it's going to be really, really amazing for you, I think. So one more for this future energy. There's going to be a lot, like, I feel like, yeah, you're going to be back in that state of contentment. Just don't stop there, Aries. Don't stop there. This is one of those where it's like, sometimes it goes from 9 to 8 to 9 to 8 to 9 to 8. Because there's so much behind that red curtain that he doesn't know, and he's not going to heal because he's comfortable here, right? He's comfortable right here. But with the moon, it's also asking you to don't be afraid of the shadow work. Don't be afraid to look in the shadows. Don't be afraid to look under that red curtain and find your 10th cup. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at overall monthly energy for December. Overall monthly energy. What's undermining you? What's overall guidance for Aries? December reading, please. Overall undermining guidance. You're going to feel shook next month. You're going to feel shook. You might not feel as abundant or confident, but that's going to make you grow, because that discomfort is going to put you in a state of being able to grow. Let me pull a couple more cards because I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but it does feel like this is going to be a month to test your confidence and stamina, which you got that in spades, so we're covered. Okay, so what this is saying is, so for your overall monthly energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Fire. I feel like you're going to be, just watch your finances. I want to say that. Watch your finances. Watch who you open your heart to. Watch where you're putting your resources, please. For your sake, not mine. Watch where you're putting your resources, because I don't want you to put yourself in some kind of pentacle imbalance. Financial imbalance, home imbalance, familial imbalance, confidence. I want you to make sure that you feel grounded. Your heart is open. You are feeling fiery, inspired, passionate this month. You have so many ideas and you are gonna go after them, but I want you to be mindful of your resources, whether it be love or work or whatever. Like I said in the beginning, like having like lists and spelling things out, dotting your E's and crossing Crossing your I's. No. Crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Holy crap, channeling. How you doing? So it's like rush in, but rush in with a grounded energy so that you can build this on a stable foundation so that you don't have some kind of crazy tower moment, right? All right. So what is undermining you next month, Aries? King of Cups and Magician. So don't allow your emotions or feelings of doubt or needing to control outcomes or, you know, needing to control your emotions, you know, don't let your feelings of maybe suppressing emotions, whatever. Don't let that infiltrate your manifestations, the Magician. Because when your doubts start coming into your brain, sometimes we don't even know it. We don't even know it. And then like the next day we're manifesting some kind of crazy thing that we didn't even, it's some random doubt that we didn't even, you know. So be mindful of your emotions, what you allow yourself to believe. I feel like I said that in the beginning. Be mindful of what you allow yourself to believe and what you allow yourself to identify, because I feel like that's going to definitely affect your manifestations this month. So try to, I don't want to say always think positive. You know, go over your doubts, be very realistic and grounded in reality, but what you focus on is what you want, not what you don't want, right? Okay, so overall guidance is don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Use your logic, you know, all of that, but I feel like too much sword energy is going to take your plans out from underneath you. Don't be too, like, tied down. Don't be too firm or tied down or buckled down to one plan. Maybe have plan B, plan C, or whatever, but be flexible, because the divine plan has something better for you than maybe even you have envisioned for yourself, right? So be a little bit opening. Remember the trust card, open. Be receptive to other outcomes possibly. Yeah, so I don't have my Oracle and Archangel gem cards on me. So let's pull Buddha Wisdom card. I'll pull two for you. Sorry about that. December guidance for Aries, please. Free yourself from hesitations, perplexity, and like punishing yourself. Only intent on what is beneficial. Like, yeah. Don't think about the things you don't want. Think about the things that you want. Focus on the things that you want. Focus on the 10 of Pentacles, not the doubts, right? One more, please. Thank you. I am not the mind, intellect, or body. I am not merit or demerit. I am pure self. Yep. So don't let the mind stir up, you know, your plans are going to get stirred up anyways, but don't let it steal from you, right? Work from your heart space, but be grounded and mindful of your resources. I hope that helped, Aries. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It really does help a lot. I know your guys' time is important, and I appreciate you. Thanks to those who have been donating, and have a wonderful holiday.